there is the grid set. Brad Scorling versus Matt Trumpets on the front row of the grid for the C-Class final. The marshal makes his way to the front of the field, indicates towards the lights. The lights will go on, and when they go green, we'll be racing for the C-Class final. Away they go. A very good start from our pole sitter, Brad Scorling there, who has moved over to the right-hand side immediately to try and cover off any move from Matt Trumpets there, holding second place, but he's coming under pressure already as he's lost second place now, and that very fast starter now going for the lead as they go into Luna's, but no way through there on that occasion. So it is still Brad Scorling who leads as they come out of Barney's for the first time. Trumpets down into third place at the start of the C-Class final.
That outside line through the first corner seems to be working for a lot of people there today, Chris.
Oh, a big slide though for the second place car, and that is an opportunity for Trumpets to come slinging back up the inside into O'Rossi. And that all to the it's music to the ears of our pole sitter Brad Scorling, who's getting a nice big gap now, but there's plenty of the rental suits and the rental helmets battling behind them. Trumpets a little wide out of the final hairpin as well, and now he's going to come under pressure once again for that second place spot. But it is Scorling who leads by quite a considerable margin, by 2 seconds at the end of that first lap.
He is, and Trumpets had to take a tighter line to whilst defending, let up on the apex, and that has allowed him to be overtaken down into third place now, coming under big pressure again from behind. Into the hairpin, he took a little wider line, washed out a bit. That's got the guys behind him right up on his tail.
Certainly does indeed. We've got Will Pell and John Lang just behind him as well, so they'll be chomping at the bit to try and get through. But Trumpets very much sticking out in this field of black and green there with his black helmet and red bib. Just got a little nudge there into the hairpin from what I believe is Will Pell. I wonder how much that's compromised his exit, because I think that's John Lang trying to get up the inside. Oh, no way through into the Degner. And that's given Trumpets just a bit of breathing room there. Nice little gap between the cars behind him.
And just a reminder for these finals, they are 15 minutes rather than the usual 10. So it's even more of an endurance this time around.
Absolutely. Now, Scorling's advantage there remained at 2 seconds. So the second place car matching his pace last time around, 56.4. Plenty of squabbling going on in that battle for fourth place. Around the bank they go. One of the gold bibs. I believe that's Will Pell.
Big accident in the final corner there, Chris. There's a couple in the barriers. That might put a dent on the afternoon for some people.
Could well do. We've got yellow flags down at Luna once again. Repair works going on in that barrier, so that means the yellows are out at Degner as well. That whole section of track gets the yellow flag. So lots of hands up in the air to indicate that they have seen and understood the yellow flag, and then when they go through Barney's, the green flag will be waved again. They can start pushing. There goes the leader, Scorling going through. Trumpets maybe lost out a little under that yellow flag there, because that breathing room he had seems to have disappeared with oh, now there is the number 9 kart trying to get up on the inside, or maybe it was Will Pell in the 8 trying to get through into fourth place. There it was indeed. So he's gone past into fourth place, has his eyes set on Trumpets now, but Trumpets going to be doing a lot to try and hold this podium. Black flag being showed there to the I believe the car at the back of the train there. So a podium contender maybe lost. Now look at this for the lead. It seems to have closed up massively between the top two as they head into Barney's.
But the leader goes wide there, Chris, and he's lost it. They're still side by side coming through Shoemakers. How did he manage to keep that position there, Chris?
Yep, so Scorling losing the lead there, unfortunately. And through goes the number 19, the number 13 kart.
We do still have Schooling in the lead.
Yeah, so Schooling's been able to hang on to that with the orange bib there. So he has hung on to it just about ahead of the 13.
Trumpets still hanging in there in third place. There's a little bit of a gap to the front two, but he is coming under big pressure now. I think he's running a little bit wide at the hairpin.
Yeah, Will Pell trying to get on the back of him there and doing an excellent job of putting Trumpets under pressure, but Trumpets showing no signs of cracking. Will Pell goes down the inside there into home and gets the move done.
And he could lose 2 places here, Chris, if he's not careful.
Trumpets wise to their game and is able to just hold on to that 4th place spot. Schooling was having to go very defensive there. And just putting that number 13 car back on his bumper for the lead of this race. Still 9 minutes to go in this heat. Trumpets again coming under pressure now, this time in his 4th place spot. Takes that wider line around the... Oh, and now we do have a change for the lead. So Schooling has now lost that place. Oh, a little bump though at Barney's. Trying to reclaim it, but no way through.
That little bit of bump and tussle there has managed to close up the front 3. Trumpets in 4th, again looking under pressure. So I think we have Rory in the lead. Formed a little bit of a gap there.
Yes, I can confirm, yeah, Rory taking the lead there away from Schooling into the Luna chicane and into Barney's, and still hanging on to that lead as Schooling is in 2nd place. Trumpets maintaining 4th for now. And Will Pell, who has put himself into the podium places. I don't think Schooling's done with this though. He's very quick in that section of track there.
I think he's going to want to see if he can get back into that winning slot and get a slot in the B final. He's very, very close, virtually pushing him through the hairpin. Chris, he's dive to the inside. What a move. He's going to have to do a Max Verstappen and push him down. And he's got the lead.
Well, Schooling there with a fantastic move. He claims the lead, but Rory's trying to get back up on the inside of him into Degner, and he cannot find a way through. So Rory Spiller there briefly had the lead, but he's lost it to Schooling once again. Schooling goes out wide though, and that is Spiller trying to get back through on the inside. I believe he has done. Yes, Spiller back into the lead of the race. And look at this. This is bringing Will Pell right into the mix of this one as well. He's really closing up, and he's bringing the pack with him.
And the back marker just ahead of them is going to cause them all to bunch up coming into the hairpin at the bottom of the hill.
That's awful timing, but Spiller's going down the inside. That may just hold off an attack from the 2nd place car of Schooling. They're down the inside of that last hairpin. Oh, they make contact, little half spin there for Spiller. Is this going to be Will Pell's opportunity to go? I know he gets shoved off the track there at the exit as they go onto the straight. Fantastic.
It was 3 wide down the straight, and that was never going to work. Trumpets in 4th, looking for a sniff as well. But it's status quo at the moment, and there are no more... Oh, there is one more back marker at the hairpin just ahead, so we'll see if they catch them before the end of the race.
Well, Spiller able to hold on for now despite that little half spin after contact on the exit of the hairpin. Oh, a big moment there for the 2nd place car in Schooling, and that is the open opportunity for Will Pell to stick it down the inside. Schooling goes out wide. Trumpets getting up on the inside as well in 4th place. There, no, can't hang on to it.
Right on the top of the bank, he's not where you want to be. Here comes the back marker as they're all feeding through. Luckily he stays to the outside.
Separated the top 2 from the rest of the pack, really. So I think Trumpets might still have a run at 3rd place here if he can get on it. But these top 2, they look like they're starting to pull away now. So they've got more traffic coming up now as they go into Barney's once again. It's really closed up now between that top 4. And look at this. So that is Schooling. Oh no, Spiller, who's going to have to go around the back marker.
He's got to get it done into this bottom hairpin or he's going to come under massive pressure.
He certainly does.
And he has managed to do so. Can second place get through? Yes, he can as well. So, but that has closed them up a little bit, Chris.
Yeah, there goes Trumpets in 3rd place as well. So he's been able to regain that spot. Another back marker to have to deal with as well. And this is just closing up that top 2 even more. In fact, Spiller is going for the lead once again on Schooling on the inside of Degner, and he's made it work. This is an absolutely thrilling battle in this C-Class final between Spiller and Schooling. So Catman has to leave us to go and take part in his B final, which is making their way to the assembly area, but we're in the closing stages. There's some 5 minutes to go in this C-Class final, and it's anybody's guess between Rory Spiller and Brad Schooling. In fact, in car number 8 there, that is Will Pell who's emerged out in front in all of this. So he's reclaimed, or he's claimed the lead for the first time in this race. It's Schooling who's got...
Yeah, delight for these guys who've probably spent the afternoon getting overtaken by the likes of Philpott, Henny and Reddy, here having their moment to race wheel to wheel in a very competitive field here, and even Trumpets hanging on to that 4th place. That's been absolutely fantastic to watch.
Certainly has. So Will Pell in the pound seat at the moment. Well, has he lost out there to Schooling now? So much lap traffic in the way, it's hard to keep track of who's actually fighting for the lead. Yeah, there goes.
Is that Pell up ahead?
Yeah, it is. So Pell in kart number 8, leading 13, which is Spiller ahead of Schooling. Schooling with a great run though out of that final corner.
Tell you what, Schooling's first time here at Missed Apex. He's showing himself to be very aggressive, isn't he?
Certainly got the speed in this final and shown some great racing skill as well, as has Will Pell, it must be said, during the earlier heats as well. We got a glimpse of what we would see in this C-Class final from him, and he has definitely delivered on it. Oh no, a wide moment there for the 2nd place kart, loses out 2 positions there.
I took out Schooling in Heat 7, so
really?
I played my part in the order of this race.
Well, it's no news to Will Pell, but Schooling is now the man behind him. This is just, we've got a quartet of karts now fighting for the lead of this one.
Look at the gap. Trumpets has fallen back to 6th place.
Schooling trying to get down the inside there. That did not work at all as he got up on 2 wheels and trying to get the move done. And that is the checkered flag. So it was a last gasp attempt, but it is Will Pell who secures the C-Class victory final and finds himself in the B final as well. Yeah, Schooling getting 2nd there in the end. And Ice Mike getting on the podium in the last lap there.